Why is it inside of this? I won't think of this ever. Whenever this eyeshadow palette is sitting with all of my other beautiful eyeshadow palettes, that blush is also going to be in there, and that will not be where I keep my blushes, and I will never think to use it. The second reason I don't really love it is, especially if it's a matte blush, this blush is in here with this glitter and this shimmer, and they can cross-contaminate. That's not the biggest deal, but that is something to be aware of. And then the final reason that I really hate whenever this choice is made is that this blush is only going to work on specific skin tones. Considering Brittany has lighter skin, and this is a shade that she helped create, it's probably going to work the best on lighter skin tones. Not that people with deeper skin tones can use this as an eyeshadow or something, but it's clearly meant to be a blush. It's the size of a blush, and here it is inside this palette, and I find that quite annoying. As someone who worked in the industry for a long time, a lot of the times when Too Faced and other brands do this combo, these blushes are not usually formulated in the same labs as their other blushes, and that's why the quality is usually worse. I'm not saying that's what happened in this, but it does make me skeptical when I try this. I have tried other blushes in this formula from Trixie Cosmetics. That was a lot of negativity I threw at you right away. I'm actually quite excited about this blush color. This is very on my alley. I'm actually going to use this from Trixie Cosmetics. This was also gifted from the brand. This is the blush brush in their Teletubbies collab. This blush brush is actually so great. Don't underestimate the tools that Trixie Cosmetics sells because they are pretty fantastic. I've tried a couple of their brushes and they work really well. I also usually prefer natural hair brushes, and their brushes are synthetic. I'm going to just pick up some of the blush. The blush is called Movie Star. Trixie blushes historically have been quite pigmented, so I'm going to start at the back of my cheek and work my way down. And I also do a pretty high blush placement, but I think because this is a blush shade that's a little more closer to my skin tone, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it. This is looking like a very beautiful, very natural blush on me. They also now have missed the opportunity to sell this blush as a single blush, unless this is already a blush that Trixie Cosmetics sells. So I'm gonna apply this side a little more carefree. This is the perfect, like, slightly pinky beigey blush for someone with my skin tone. I don't see a lot of warmth in it, but I also don't see a lot of coolness in it. It's like pretty down the line neutral, which I think is also really good considering whenever they made the choices for the eyeshadow colors, it looks like they did like half the palette is warm and half the palette is cool. So I have a lot of the cool tone shades on my eyes right now. It feels of similar quality to the other ones I've tried. So I don't think that it was made in a different lab. I don't want anyone to think that that's what I was accusing them of. That's just the triggering of having worked at Sephora during the holiday season. Put a little more on. I'm using the fairest shade of the Gucci bronzer. I just think that there was something missing underneath it. I had some bronzer on. Now that I've been gone so heavy with the blush, I just need some more bronzer.